Now, I want to finish off by doing one very simple thing, and that's going to be sort of a segue to what we're going to do next. So when we use data and we got an estimate, let's say that was p hat. And what I want to do now is I want to make statements like, look, p hat 0.58, let's say, which was 58% of the American adults believe that climate change is mostly human caused. But you know, we don't really believe that the right answer is exactly 58%. So maybe what we want to quote to the reader is an interval. And we can say something like, I'm 95% confident that the truth, the ground truth, lies in an interval. So that's typical and of how people present that. And the way we do it is we're going to use, let's say, our point estimate. In our case, 58%. And then I want to put some kind of margin of error. All right. And what I want to discuss right now is how do we do the margin of error calculation, and then sort of end. So let's see how to do this. So what do I know? I want to construct a confidence interval, and I want to be, let's say, 95% confident. So if I want to be 95% confident, I want to have 2.5% probability on each tail. So I guess what I'm saying here is this is negative 1.96, this is positive 1.96. So to be 95% confident, which is the same thing as saying 2.5% on each tail, right? We need to be 1.96 standard errors away, okay? So this distance needs to be 1.96. So the confidence interval is going to be p hat. So the truth is going to be within the interval that looks like 0.58 plus or minus 1.96 standard errors. And the standard error is 0.58 times 1 minus 0.58 over 1266. Right, so this is the standard error of our estimate. So this is essentially the accuracy of our estimate, or the standard deviation of our estimate. So when I give you a confidence interval, I say, look, my best guess is 0.58, but then I'm going to add to it 1.96 standard errors. Last thing to talk about here is if I want it to be more accurate or less accurate, so if I change the confidence level, then the point estimate doesn't change, the standard error doesn't change, right, this formula. The only thing that is going to change is this. The multiplier depends on the confidence level. Now, if I want to be less confident, so let's say I want to give you a 90% confidence level, or if I want to be less confident, I can quote you a narrower interval, right? So if I wanted this tail probability to be 0.05 and this tail probability to be 0.05, my multiplier would have been 1.645. So as confidence goes up, so if you want to be more confident, your multiplier itself goes up, which is intuitive. If you want me to be correct more time, the easiest thing for me to do is just quote you a wider interval. All right? And I do that by changing the multiplier. Okay, so I'll stop here. That's it for today.